Hello Internet, I'm Hazel and this is a look at the Destro Lock PvP talent tree in Legion. If you haven't already, I recommend first checking out my video on the Destro Lock changes in Legion to get an idea for what regular talents and abilities you'll be working with. Burning Embers in particular aren't a thing anymore, so you can say goodbye to your Ember tab. You'll unlock the following PvP talents as you level up in the new Honor 2.0 system, and they'll work in PvP combat only. The first 10 levels will get you started with the 6 abilities in the left column, and then leveling further gives you more options. Just like with regular talents, you'll be able to choose one option from each row. The first row is the same for every class and spec in the game, with a focus on getting out of CC. Gladiator's Medallion is your new PvP trinket. Trinkets won't work in PvP, and the human racial is also being adjusted, so this is it. It's unlocked at Honor level 1, so at least you don't have to live without it for long. Adaptation is a passive option that automatically gets you out of long CC with a 1.5 minute internal cooldown. This might be nice in random battlegrounds if you're drinking and you don't want to make decisions. Relentless passively reduces the duration of all CC you take by 25%. If you're getting spam CC'd and you're confident that you won't get swapped to, you can consider this one. The second row is the same for all DPS specs. Train of Thought increases all damage you do by 15% if you haven't been hit in the last 8 seconds. Reasonable in beaches, not so good in arena. Mind Quickness gives you a passive 15% haste, no strings attached. This is almost definitely your go-to for 2s and 3s. Initiation gives you 30% more crit on targets above 80% health. You could get some mileage out of that in a battleground, but 15% haste is tough to give up. The third row has our first Warlock specific talents and is shared with all the Warlock specs. Curse of Tongues is an instant cast that slows somebody's casting speed by 30% for 10 seconds. With only a 15-second cooldown, you can keep really high uptime with this and ruin some poor healer's day. Curse of Weakness reduces the target's physical damage done by 25% for 10 seconds. This is an excellent defensive ability with only a 20-second cooldown, so you could annoy melee quite a bit. Keep in mind that some classes such as DKs and Enhancement Shamans will do a lot of non-physical damage, so this is better against warriors, rogues, ferals, hunters, that kind of thing. Curse of Fragility reduces the target's max health by 20% for 10 seconds on a 45-second cooldown. This will be huge to aid kill attempts. Which curse you pick is going to depend entirely on your comp and strategy. They all seem pretty usable. The fourth row is also shared with all lock specs and has some self-healing for you and your demon. Improved Health Funnel causes Health Funnel to also reduce the damage taken by your demon by 20%. Health Funnel will still damage you, so be careful with that one. Improved Health Stone isn't done yet and will presumably give your Health Stone some extra buff to you or your demon or both. Demon Skin increases the healing bonus of your Fell Armor by 15%. Fell Armor is a new passive coming to locks in Legion that gives you 10% extra stamina and healing received. Demon Skin seems like a great passive option for keeping both you and your demon buddy alive. The fifth row has our first destruction-specific PvP talents. Improved Backdraft increases the effectiveness of Backdraft by 20% and adds 3 seconds to its duration. Keep in mind that Backdraft has been changed in Legion away from a charge system, so this talent will let you squeeze more speedy Chaos Bolts and Incinerates in. Fell Fissure causes your Conflagrate to cause a Fellfire eruption at the target, dealing AoE damage within 5 yards for 5 seconds. It also has a mildly amusing typo at this time. 5 yards isn't a very big AoE, so this sounds kinda lame. Incineration causes your Incinerate to refresh your Immolate. This will save you some time, but note that if you've taken the Roaring Blaze talent, that you'll be overwriting your strong Immolates. Improved Backdraft seems a little bit better overall. The final row of talents isn't quite done yet. Improved Chaos Bolt is very simple and reduces your Chaos Bolt cast time by half a second. If you stack that with an improved Backdraft, you can squirt those out super quickly. The middle talent isn't in yet, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Bane of Havoc curses the ground with a demonic bane, letting your single target spells cleave all targets marked with bane. I don't really get this one. Do you lay it at your feet? Is there a targeting reticle? Does it debuff people or do they have to stay standing in it? How long does being marked with bane last? This will let you fork Chaos Bolts into a bunch of people, so I imagine it can't last that long. So those are the PvP talents that you'll unlock as a Destro Lock in Legion. It's too early to tell if Destro Locks will be any more PvP viable in Legion than they are now, but here's hoping. What do you think the best talents are? Let me know what you think, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!